Shri Matre Namaha, Shri Rama Raksha, Sarva Jagat Raksha. Before getting into the topic, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you motivate us in bringing out this sacred content to you all. In my previous videos, I talked about density locks and dimensional locks. If you did not yet watch that, go watch it because that is a part 1 of it. And in that one, I have clearly explained in detail about it. Okay, so do watch it so that you can get a lot of information about it. Okay, so now I am just covering the leftover things which I had to say about the dimensional and density locks. So these density locks, as I told you in my previous video, they will keep you the frequencies from the other dimension flows into the frequencies of the different dimensions. Okay, I talked about all that in my previous video, so I'm not going to repeat that. Okay, so I'm always for something new and something adventurous. Sorry, so you can watch it. The video is available, so I'm just want to say something new which will be important for you and which can save your time. I don't want to waste other people's time because I know how valuable time is. Okay, so the density locks and dimensional locks, it also it also keeps all your identities into play in its place. Okay, so in my previous video I told about how the wounds from that dimension, this dimension, keeps on affecting you. Okay, and how after you healing your frequency, when you raise your frequency and you're putting in that divine frequency and also sending that divine frequency into all your parallel versions and all your different identities, right? So now these locks are also very helpful for putting those dimensions into place, into check. Like if there are gates between something, then the things can't cross from this place to that place, right? So these dimensional locks and density locks are like gates. Okay, so they are the gates which stops the frequency flow in and out from and the frequency mix. Okay, so it's like if everything comes together, it will become a mixture, right? You will not understand, you'll go more mad like what is happening and you will not understand anything, right? So to keep the check on the frequencies, like first dimension frequency should be in first dimension only, second dimension frequency should be second dimension only, third should be in third, fourth should be in fourth, fifth should be in fifth. Okay, so it is also helps, these gates are also helping in the partitioning of those dimensions and keeping the required frequency of that dimension into that dimension only, in that particular dimension only. Otherwise what will happen is all the dimensions are mixed and there will be no difference between dimensions, right? Because difference is also necessary sometimes in this context. Okay, so to to differentiate the things, to differentiate that this is first dimension, this is second dimension, this is third dimension, that is fourth dimension. Okay, for that also the density and dimensional locks are used. Okay, because otherwise what will happen is all the dimensions will be a mixture and it will be like a flow of everything and you will not understand anything. Okay, to be in one particular aspect and one particular dimension and one particular density only, it takes lifetimes, and to be and understand that dimension and that density only, it takes lifetime. Just imagine if it is all mixture, then you will go more crazy. You will not you will not be doing from highest timeline jump, or you will not be doing that jumping from this dimension to that dimension, higher consciousness ascension programs, ascension journey. It won't be happening, right? Because everything is a mix. Then where is ascension journey and what you are doing in your ascension journey? Ascension or ascension means what? You are moving from one level to the next higher level, right? So for that to happen also, the density locks and dimensional locks plays an important role because it is keeping everything in its place, and which is organizing the dimensions and frequencies nicely. Okay, so how you organize things? Okay, this thing is this thing is this, like that. Okay, we humans are experts in separating things, or we are experts in keeping things in place, or we are experts in judging, right? So the density locks also is doing the same thing but in a better way. It is a high vibrational way of, but we do something which is the low vibrational, which is like a dense things, right? But the density locks and dimensional locks are not like that. Okay, they are doing the same things for a better reason, for a better purpose, and for a better ascension process, which I can say. So this is how it keeps everything in check and it keeps everything in place, and whenever it is needed, then only it will open up, and then only the flow of the mix of the different dimensions and frequencies happens. For example, if a human is ascending and the human is ascending to the next level. Okay, so in order for him or her to embody that next level, then the density locks opens up, and then the frequency flows from higher levels to the lower lower levels, and then they embody that and they integrate that. So that's how the density locks works, and that's how they are like the barrier gates, okay, which are kept between the dimensions and the densities, so that the barrier gates only open up when it is required, not all the time. So that if it opens up all the time, then it will become a mess, okay. Then there is no point of density locks, right? So the universe, the creator have the universal creator, the creator have created it in such a beautiful mathematical way and such a beautiful scientific way that whatever is needed, it is there already, it is created already. So I sometimes feel very much fascinated and amazed by how the universe, the source or God have created such amazing things, right? So it is really very scientific and mathematical and amazing when I discover and deep dig into, or when I encounter and when I realize these things, that how amazing this is, how amazing the creation is, how beautifully it got created, right? So do let me know in the comment section below if you also feel the same way. Okay, so that's how it works, okay, that's how it works. And the density locks are keeping everything in check and everything in place, so that the overflow of the and the mix of the different frequencies doesn't happen, okay. It only happens when it is needed, and it only happens when it is when the human is ascending to his or her next level, okay. So that's how it works. And then when you heal yourself enough, and when you are in your advanced stages of your ascension journey, what you also do is you also send in your high vibrational frequency, because now you are in a different and advanced timeline, and from this timeline you are seeing in all your versions, and you are recognizing and integrating all your parallel versions and all your other selves and your extended selves, right? So from this point you are experiencing your extended selves also. So because you have done a lot of work, because you are capable of experiencing the extended selves, and you are capable of you're realizing that you have the parallel versions and the parallel realities and the different 12 other aspects of yourself, or the extended version of yourselves, okay. Because you have healed yourself enough, you are recognizing all these things, and now you are sending that healing to all the other versions of you also, all the other extensions of you also, in the different timelines and dimensions, okay. So it not only keeps all the things in its place, it all not only keeps the different dimensions and different aspects of you in the other selves, different aspects of extensions of you in the different versions or different dimensions, okay, in check, but also it also sends those frequency, that high frequency and high vibration to those aspects also, so that those aspects can also heal, and that consciousness in the other selves and that consciousness in different dimensions and different realities can also heal themselves. So it is working like a vice versa, okay. So you might be having some high vibrational timeline where you were the most at peak high vibrational person, where you were carrying a very high where the your aspect of yourself is in some very high dimension, okay. So sometimes what happens is, from the aspect of yourself in that very high dimension is also giving you sending you the healing energy for you in this dimension, which is your third dimensional reality. So it is like a vice versa, okay. The energy always flows from high vibration to the low vibrations, as we already know, right? So if you have any aspects of you which is in higher dimensions, okay, which is in the higher realms, or which is in the higher dimension, that aspect of you is also flowing, the frequency of that aspect of you, okay, high vibrational frequency is also flowing down the density locks or dimensional locks, and it is reaching you so that it can help you heal, okay. So it's like your different higher versions is helping your lower versions, so that your lower versions can also heal, and vice versa, okay. Your now whatever version you are at, and you are also helping the other aspects of yourself which is in the different versions, so that those aspects can also heal and move forward in their own consciousness journey or ascension journey, or they can move into the higher consciousness, okay. Same goes with the higher dimensions of yourself, and those dimensions also send you the frequency, so that you can heal and you can move forward in the higher dimensions and in your ascension journey. So that's how you help each other. Your own versions help each other in ascending the overall ascending your overall consciousness, ascending your overall soul, and help in your own soul evolution. So this was all I had to say about the density locks and dimensional locks. If you did not understand this, it's okay, you can listen to this again, and you can come back to this this when you are awakened to this, or when you activate certain kind of high consciousness frequency within you. Okay, you can always come back to this information, and I'll be very grateful that, and glad that, if you come back and if you listen to this and if you want to understand it more. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in. Sri Rama Raksha Sarva Jagat Raksha, Sri Matre Namaha.